MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the LA Dodgers and the Chicago White Sox. The Palehose look to end this three-game interleague series with a sweep. Next. Lucas Giolito, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy is one of the better pitchers in the league, and one stat that jumps out, take a look at that strikeout to walk ratio. That's about as good as it gets. And look for him to dominate in this one.
Now at the plate, Chris Taylor, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
For the Dodgers, the center fielder, number 3, Chris Taylor.
Here it comes. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Fellas, these White Sox, as they enter play today, they come in unbeaten and playing well here in the early going.
Yeah, Matty V. And you know one thing you don't want to do here, D-Road, you've been on some good teams, not to lose focus at this point of the year, to keep the big picture inside, because there is a postseason lurking, and it's so easy to get ahead of yourselves and not take the rest of the schedule serious.
I think the nice thing for this team is that they won the division. They will, for whatever happens, get a 5-game series. It's not that one-game wild card, win or go home. This team can prepare themselves to battle and try and win 3 out of 5.
Time now to check out the lineup for the visiting Dodgers. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, one thing's for sure, they love what Mookie Betts brings to their offense. He's got an on-base percentage of over 400 coming in. The elite hitters in the game put up numbers like that, so he has to be feeling really good about what he's done so far this season. I'm sure his club is pleased just as well.
Into the box now, Gavin Lux. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He'll enter play at .313, 25 homers, and 69 runs batted in. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
I know he's down in the count right now, and it's not looking good, but he's been swinging the bat so well lately. I don't think he minds this one bit.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he got him. Here's Corey Seager. He enters play in the hunt for the league's home run crown, but he'll have some work to do down the stretch. First offering on its way. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike.
This guy loves to drop the head on those pitches down and in. I'm shocked he went in there, but he's able to jump ahead and get away with it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball, that's out.
So let's take a peek at the officiating crew in this one. Behind the plate is Kenny Jansen.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Road, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Two out, nobody on. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that the side is retired. Dodgers down in order. Now it's the White Sox turn in a scoreless ball game. Julio Urias gets the ball in game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, when you look up the definition of rock solid for a starting pitcher, this is your kind of guy. Career ERA under 3, just knows how to get it done, controls the running game, limits the amount of damage, and more importantly, He knows how to win, and that's why it's going to be fun to watch him work in this one here today.
And the next to bat will be Tim Anderson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Anderson.
And now pitch on the way. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Zero, Danny, this LA Dodger ball club as they enter play here this afternoon. Despite the loss last time out, they've been in a real good groove lately. Victorious in 7 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off there.
There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Back goes Taylor. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So it's a solo home run to lead off the bottom of the first. Number 75 on this great season, and they've taken a 1-run lead. So we'll take one more look, and boy, he just continues to hit the ball out of the ballpark at an alarming rate. What a year. Stepping up to the plate, Nick Madrigal, one of the better hitters in the league this year, currently 7th in the American League in hitting.
What a terrific season this guy's had. As the season starts winding down, you can look back and say, this guy's been one of the most consistent hitters in baseball all season long.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Slow grounder to first. He's right there, and he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted.
Batting third.
Time now to check the starting lineup card for the Chi Sox in this one. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, Matt, the guy to watch has to be Jose Abreu. He went about his business last month. Very patient, very disciplined. He had an on-base percentage of over 500. When you get on base that often, you're going to score a lot of runs. And when you score runs, you're going to help your team win a lot of games.
So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now. Betts is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out.
Batting fourth. No left fielder. Ahoy. Jimenez.
Now to the plate, Eloy Jimenez. He's had a real nice season in the batting average department, but he'll need to turn it on a bit down the stretch if he wants a chance at claiming that coveted batting title.
You know, this guy's had a terrific season right now. 3rd in average as we're winding down the stretch. This guy's had a solid year.
He really has, and he'd have to get smoking hot to chase down the batting title leader right now. But if you would have told him coming out of spring training if he could finish in the top 5 in batting average, everyone would have signed that in blood.
And that'll get by and on through towards the wall. The throw into second. And the gamble will work out. He's in at second base with a 2-out double.
As a pitcher, you'd love to assert your authority early on in the game, but it hasn't happened so far out here. That's a home run and a double against him now, and we're still in the first. He's going to have to make some adjustments quickly if he's going to turn this around.
So coming to the plate, Yasmani Grandal. First at bat for him here as he enters play 7th in the American League in round trippers.
Man, this guy's been in fuego lately. A boatload of homers over his last 10 games.
Yeah, usually, Dan, guys get hot throughout the course of the season, but not like this. Hot and hot with damage.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hard hit ball to second. And a leaping effort, but it's off his glove. Throw on to Muncy, gets him, and with that, they'll end the inning. But the White Sox hit the board first on the solo home run. We'll head to the top of the second. It's now 1-0 Chicago. Second inning set to go, and standing in is the veteran outfielder Mookie Betts.
Mookie Betts.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
That's a ball.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. Well, as we mentioned at the top of the broadcast, the Chi Sox have their sights set on a series sweep here today.
You know, and it's not an easy thing to complete a sweep, particularly in this day and age where the games and the teams are so competitive. So a sweep at home would be extra special.
So it was a strikeout looking there. Mookie Betts goes down to become the first out here in the second inning. So here's Cody Bellinger. As he'll take a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. And one thing that would certainly help their cause in going for the sweep is if they can break out the big bats like they did yesterday. Several home runs in that ball game.
Listen, it's hard in this day and age with all the quality pitching to put up double-digit runs like they did yesterday. They'd certainly like to have some of those back if they could and add them to today's box score. Rolled slowly to first. Scooped up in time to first, and there are two away.
That is fifth. The first baseman, Max Muncy.
Stepping in, Max Muncy. He comes into this one 6th in the National League in home runs.
Yeah, and he's really put together a great season in the power categories. I know it's not over yet, but I'm excited to see how he finishes down the stretch.
Dero, what's been amazing to me is how consistent he's been through the beginning of the season, and that where we're at right now. Expect him to finish the season strong. He's having a terrific year.
And he just ramps up and gears the fastball by him. 0-2. And it certainly helps when you're throwing your ace on the mound in the series finale. Can't ask for much more than that.
One of the keys when you show up to the ballpark and you're going for a sweep, you look at that lineup card, you see your ace pitcher is on the mound. You have to feel all.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. They're down 1-0. So here's Yoan Moncada. He's had a real nice season in the batting average department, but he'll need to turn it on a bit down the stretch if he wants a chance at claiming that coveted batting title. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Los Angeles Dodgers. And let's take a look at outfielder Mookie Betts. You can make the argument he's the most dynamic player in our sport. Don't try and come inside with a fastball because it's getting turned around. But I don't think people realize how good he patrols the outfield. The ability to play all 3 positions with speed and a bazooka for an arm.
Luis Robert comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. The White Sox had a lot of success at the plate yesterday, a double-digit hit total as a team, so they'd like to make that happen again as they go for the sweep.
It's very difficult to sweep teams nowadays, but jumping out to an early 1-run lead like they have in this one, they're certainly headed in the right direction.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Luis Robert goes down for the second out in the bottom half. Standing in now, Leury Garcia. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So that keeps the bottom of the second going.
Hey, Dan, as a former pitcher, that knock just took him to a 12-game hit streak. Is that in the packet when you're looking over the lineup?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, Dero. You go into a pitcher's meeting and they're making fully aware of who's hot and who's not. And trust me, they knew that he had an 11-game hitting streak. And after that knock, it's an even dozen.
Here's Gerard Dyson. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Garcia leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Fouled off. Here it comes, 0-2. Now a little pop-up off toward the third base side. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. White Sox leave one. We play 2 innings. It's 1-0.
Welcome back to the south side of Chicago, where the hometown White Sox have given these fans a lot to cheer about from the mound this season. Coming into the day, they rank first in the league in both ERA and strikeouts, a combination that has opposing lineups searching for answers. One member of the staff told me, "It's a special group of guys. I've never been on a pitching staff that's so dominant top to bottom, and I've been on some pretty good ones." Now, one of the hitters on the team told me, "I'm relieved I get to stand behind them and play defense instead of staring them down in the box. That can't be fun." Matt, back to you.
Thank you, Heidi. And now pitch on the way. Wind up and the 0-1. Hit sharply on the ground. Moncada gloves it, and the throw on to first will take care of him, so he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. 1 away. So with 1 away, we'll take a look at the standings here, and it'll show you that these guys have already wrapped up the division race as they've set their sights now on the postseason. Now at the plate, Kike Hernandez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And the pitch. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. That evens it up, 1-1. Hernandez behind the ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, I don't blame him for giving up on that curveball. That was a rainbow coming out of the sky. Stole a strike.
Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he's part of a flat-footed tie for the AL lead. Stepping up now, Austin Barnes. Here comes the first pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Waiting on it is Jimenez. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So they go quietly here in this half inning. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. And the White Sox are out in front, 1-0. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Tim Anderson. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
And that's been the entire offense so far in this one. They've been shut down other than that.
Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Running hard, he's digging for second. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out. So quickly into scoring position here following the opposite field double. And as we show you the White Sox leaderboard, you can see that he currently paces the team in that department. At the plate now, Nick Madrigal. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. And that'll get by and on through towards the wall. And the runner from second is in to score. It's a 2-0 ball game.
With that hard double, you get a glimpse to see why this guy is a legitimate MVP candidate this season. Whenever he gets a chance to produce, he seems like he takes advantage of it. Great example there.
So here's Jose Abreu. A swing, and this one is blasted to right field. Nothing's gonna stop it. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. A 2-run home run off the bat of Jose Abreu. So he just continues to club the baseball at an alarming rate. As the White Sox have opened things up a little bit further, it's now 4-0.
Well, Dero, you know, they say records are made to be broken, and what a monster year this guy's had.
Yeah, there it is, Dan. Most RBIs in one season. I can't begin to tell you as a former offensive player what that means. You want to put biscuits in the basket. Runs scored in ribbies. Runs scored in ribbies. And this guy's the best in the business right now.
To the plate now, Eloy Jimenez. Lux will wait on it. And he's got it for out number 1. And with 1 away, time for a quick check of the standings, and it'll show you that these guys have the division race all sewn up as they look forward to baseball in October. So the base is empty here with 1 away. And up next, the switch-hitting catcher, Yasmani Grandal. Here comes the first pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And there are 2 away now.
Well, if you're going to bobble a ball, you have to hope it's when a guy is lumbering down the base pass. He's no speedster, so that was a good job to stay calm and make the recovery throw.
Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Betts looking up. Gone! A solo home run for Yoan Moncada. So he just continues to club the baseball at an alarming rate. And the White Sox have opened up a 5-0 lead. So that was the 3rd home run for these guys today.
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, Dero, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. On the move is Taylor. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. 3 innings complete. The White Sox lead it 5-0. So striding in, Chris Taylor back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Here it comes. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
Not shocked by their aggressive nature at the plate today, but they got to change their MO if they're going to compete in this one.
The windup and the 0-1. Fielded cleanly. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
In now, Gavin Lux. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Corey Seager will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
The 0-2 home. Grounded down the third baseline. But this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one, and he is in there.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0. He's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, D-Row, of being able to get the barrel of the ball, and this is one of those guys.
So that'll bring in Mookie Betts as he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike 1. Past history with Lucas Giolito. He's 3 for 9. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. He gets under it and makes the catch in the deep part of the field. And boy, not quite sure why, but they decide not to risk it with 2 outs on a very deep fly ball. Really surprising.
Bellinger.
Now to the plate is the Dodgers designated hitter, Cody Bellinger. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Hit hard on the ground to the right, and that is into right field, a base hit, and that'll put him on the board as it's now a 5-1 ball game. So he's able to come through here with 2 away, and that's a good time to check out our RBI leaders on the league leaderboard. And as you can see right there, he's up near the top in the National League, currently 3rd best. Next up is Max Muncy. And there's a swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch to start him out. 0-1. Down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Only 1 in the inning here for the guys in blue. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the White Sox 5 and the Dodgers 1. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And digging in is the veteran DH, Leury Garcia. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line drive to center field. Taylor has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
So one away here with the bases empty. And into bat next, the speedy Gerard Dyson. First delivery to him on the way. This is line to left. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit.
Yeah, and you can take a look at his numbers here. With that one-out single, he's flirting with a little trouble here again. You'd like to see him find a way to get out of this inning and battle for another inning or so, but you also don't want him to give up a big number.
And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Dan, with that single, he's now 3/4 of the way to hitting for the cycle. This one's still on the shelf, though. He's got to get a triple.
Yeah, that dude said it, D-Row. That's one of those that's either got to hit right down the line or one of those tweeners in the gap. He has enough speed, so if he can find a gap or find one down the line, maybe he can do it, and he's going to at least get one.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. So a good job for him there to bounce back after giving up 4 last time around. We played 4 full. White Sox on top, 5-1. Welcome back to the South Side as we check in with Heidi.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Dave Roberts, the Dodgers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs, so the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
The left fielder, number 31, Josh Peterson.
First pitch on its way. Jock Peterson is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. So this has been another fine outing for him this afternoon as we check out the league leaders in ERA. And as you can see there, he currently leads the AL in that department. At the plate, Kike Hernandez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
It's a 5-1 game here in inning number 5. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
So here's Austin Barnes. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
I know this guy has a lot of weapons on the mound, but what makes him so successful is that he's aggressive in the zone, getting ahead, forcing action.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Dodgers down in order. They're down 5-1. Set now for the bottom of the fifth, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Jose Abreu.
And that last at bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's